Hey guys. Hey guys, it's Mommy Cass with Mommy Cass's Reborn Baby Nursery. So I picked up the flute the other day. It is an instrument that I actually have struggled with for a long time, and um I love it, but I struggle. I have learning disabilities, and I'm very open about this because there's no reason to put it down just because, you know, I wasn't as good as everybody else, or I wish I could be over there, like, doing this and that, and I couldn't. So basically, I do love um, the sound of it, and I always had a good tone. Um, but I am very novice, so I got this app called Tom Play, which I always talk about on my channel, or will be. It will come up a lot because I just love it. I'm not sponsored by them in any way or anything, but it just has helped me a lot to re-engage with music and enjoy it. So I have a few songs I will play as we're not monetized or anything. So these songs are from Tom Play, which is an app where they help you with the music and the sound of the instrument if you want, and sometimes even a visual of the fingering at times, which can be really helpful. So I'm going to play a few songs for fun and no doubt make quite a few mistakes, but this is just like a normal, like me just, playing. It is like 2:20 in the morning, but flute is kind of a quiet instrument. That's why I picked to practice flute, because it's definitely more quieter. So as we're a new channel, I don't know if y'all gonna come along, but I have we do talk about random other stuff sometimes. So yeah. So I'm going to just escape this. Whoa, come on, thing. Put you over there so I can at least see if people are coming through the room. So I just found out this terrible thing happened in Wisconsin, where some guy, it was really scary, drove into a crowded Christmas parade of people, which I think is particularly scary because they're telling people stay off the road. So I don't know if they caught him yet or not, or if it's just to gather evidence, but all right, I'm gonna actually practice this without. I should probably get my book with the fingering chart, because the fingerings are what I always screw up on, but too lazy to get off my fat bum. Okay, let's start that again. No, Cassie, you know this. You got it. do it again. Hopefully better this time than last time. And then we'll move on to another song. I love that song. I forget what it's called. Lent et de la Rose. I can't even say that, because even though I'm French Canadian, but that's not I can't even say it. I don't know. They name the song some, I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. I love it though. It's by Eric's, I don't know. What is it? Sadie? No, that's probably who like put the, I don't know who was the composer. I don't know. But I'll find out for you guys for next time. I love it though. Aw, okay, that was a little better, but still needs work. Let me see. Okay, it's called Sadie, Sati. Um, it's GYMNOPEDIE number 1. I can't really say that very easily because it's like, all right, I'm gonna play a whole Old Holy Night, which is traditional, flute with accompaniment. I think I will play it. Somebody asked for Christmas music. Oh, wait here. All right, we're going to start over here. I forgot my fingering. So I did forget some more fingerings in the high register. I will practice more of those fingerings on my own by writing flashcards, and then I'll be able to do that song, which I guess my goal is to get that song perfect before Christmas. So, hey, Astral, how are you? Welcome. I've got a canker sore so bad on my lip. And I don't know how I'm gonna play trumpet. I think what I did was I bit my lip. So that happens to me a lot. I'm a tooth grinder. I grind my teeth at night, and it's, oh man. All right, so we're gonna try, I don't know, this is an easy version of Swan Lake. I'm just playing really novice easy songs on here just to, I'm trying to get my confidence up. I don't know if I can play this one. None of these have the visuals with them, which I like the visuals. All right, let's try it. Oh my gosh. Wait. I'm going to take it down because I don't do good fast. Like fast is not my strong point. To take it down a little bit. All right, start over. I'm going to do that later. People are like, whenever it gets hard, you just quit. And it's like, well, sometimes I save it for later for when I'm in a mood to really like fight. But it's not that moment, then Okay, we're gonna play my favorite composer. I think we are anyway, if it doesn't look too hard. Debussy. He is my all-time favorite composer of all time. And it's good because there's a visual. Oh, thank God. Okay. So the visual shows like the fingerings on the bottom, because this particular piece has every single like bar has almost there's so many flats on here, it's not even funny. So I don't know if I can do this song, but we'll try. I'm gonna actually put it on, a little slower, like 47 beats per minute, just in case. All right. Hey, slow down there, a little bit, slugger. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is really hard when all of them are flats, like pretty much like crazy. Like I don't know what to say. Like that's like really hard. Like I can't do it right now. Just like that's something I'm gonna have to spend like literally hours practicing because it just is gonna take time for me to practice it. Okay, this song is cute. I don't know. It's s- uh Faure by Siciliani. I don't know, Opus 78. All right, we're gonna try it. And then yeah, we're gonna try it. Okay. Here we go. I've been suffering from diarrhea of the mouth all day. My filter seems to have broke. So I came on this channel to give me a break. I was like, oh, I don't want to piss anybody off, but guess what? Filter broken, not working. Okay, I'm not so fast. I'm not so fast like they are. This is in 6/8 time. I'm very slow. I'm very slow. I have a hard time with that. So I'm trying to increase my speed, but before you increase your speed, you have to learn how to do it slowly, I think. So I'm gonna just keep trying. All right, well, we're done with that. That's boring me. I just get bored with things sometimes, and I'm like, that's enough of that. And people are like, you don't even finish a song. I'm like, nope. Sometimes I don't. It was hard, but it will come back. We'll come back. Um, Now this is a jazz song by Jobim. It's like a Jobim song, and I don't really. Let's see. I don't really know much about this song, so I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna listen to it first, and then but I listened to it one time and I liked it because it's just neat. Yeah, I was talking about that. What's kind of scary is they're like telling people, stay off the streets and stuff. They're like, oh, yeah, like, and the schools close the next day and everything. So to me, that's pretty serious. You telling somebody like, stay off the streets. Like, did they catch the guy? I mean, that's the question. And they're being very tight-lipped about things, and they're not really saying like, hey, it's an open investigation, and you don't want to panic the public. But then they also said everybody has to stay in their houses, off the streets completely. So that just leads me to believe they didn't catch him yet. Probably put a bolo out on his car. Be on the lookout. That's what bolo means. But I don't know. I mean, of course they're going to be everybody's going to be looking for the damn car. They caught him. Well, they told everybody they're not allowed to come out of their house. They have to stay inside. Maybe that's an overabundance of caution in case there's more than one person involved. That's possible. But anyway, it's really sad. They didn't say how many people he was speeding past children and stuff like that. Like, it was awful. Wait. I'm listening to this song first before I play it with you. Hold on. Yeah, I've been watching the dad podcast about it, but then he turned on. Joven always goes so fast. Jazz is hard. Yeah, they didn't say how like many fatalities yet. They did not say yet. Do you know? They were like, "Oh, this is the last press conference until like some other, I don't know how many days from now, like tomorrow or something." Alright, this is so complicated, it's ridiculous. I'm gonna go to the beginning and play it. To me, it's complicated because I'm just not that. Okay, I'm not gonna like sit up here and tell people like I was this great. Like, no, I put a lot of effort into things, and I have learning issues, and I can make some nice sounds sometimes, and sometimes they don't sound so good, but I really enjoy it. So, about a music appreciation channel. Yeah, it's sad, because it's, like, right before the holidays somebody did that, and, like, what was their motive? That's the other question, like, what was their whole point of it? Um, so I don't understand, like, why people do the stuff they do sometimes, like, I don't understand why this person would do that. There's kids out there, they never had anything to do with him, or her, you know? So, I mean, I just assume I don't know why I assume it's a male. I guess it's because I see so many males behind the wheel when they get angry and they drive really aggressively and don't think of anybody else. But there's females who do that too. Anyways, I don't know why I assume it's a male, but you know what, guys? Like, seriously, I just get the feeling it's a male. Obviously. Like, I get these premonitions sometimes about things. And I could be completely off, but like it just seems like it's a male. I don't know why. I know it was a Christmas parade and they were just trying to celebrate, and he just like drove he or she just drove the car like I don't know. It's just terrible. Um and I don't know. I get the strong sense that they say they captured him yet, because I feel like they didn't, as of the last press conference I saw where they said that they're keeping people inside. I can understand why they would do sometimes to keep the crime scene like fresh so that they can take pictures of it and stuff like that. But they said that anybody who has to leave the house has to be escorted by a police officer. Wow. All right. So I'm gonna just like try to play this difficult song. Oh my gosh. Jobim! What are you doing to me? It's so hard. They say they have a person of interest, a person of an interest. Yeah, see, that's what I said. That's why they're keeping people inside, because they should hold that person, overnight, just in case. But you know what? If you have a person of interest, you're pretty damn sure that they did it. You don't hold somebody unless you're pretty damn sure they did it. So I study law for fun on my spare time. Not like go to school. I watch a whole bunch of lectures and stuff. Like I watch lectures on the YouTube about law, medicine, all sorts of stuff, psychology, well, whatever is interesting, you know, art, opera, like all sorts of stuff. I like watching lectures about different artists or different, like one time I got interested in castrato or castrati, and like the last castrato, Alessandra, um oh my gosh, I can find a video for you guys. I forget his last name, but anyway, Morcelli, I think his name was. But anyways, um Alexa, play Ave Maria by the Last Castrato.
I can't find Ave Maria by the Lost Castrato.
Oh my god. Hold on, let me look it up. I'll find it for you guys. So basically, back in those days, they would turn little kids, the churches would encourage their parents, if they had choir boys that they liked their voice, before it changed, they would castrate them. So it became illegal in, I think, 19 Alessandro Moricelli. Okay. So okay, it's weird cuz I have so much to say about this. Um Yeah, they don't know if they're being overly cautious because they don't know if it was just like one person doing it or it was more than one person together, probably. I really think it's highly unlikely, but I have to respect the fact that they're being really smart um, by what they're doing, because, things can get pretty volatile politically, and it could have been like a political statement or something like somebody did. So that's the last castrato, and that's what a castrati sounds like. Um, he was from 1902. It was illegal by this point, but some parents would do it to their kids anyway for money reasons. Anyways, very dangerous, very dangerous. Actually, it's really interesting the history of castration is interesting. They used to do this in China, like to punish prisoners of war. Apparently, that's interesting. Well, and that last court case did go well, didn't it? What court case was it? Um I I don't know. I don't know much about that particular case because I was not interested in it because I'm just so sick of hearing about violence in our country at this point. And I confess that I didn't mean to tune it out, but I did. And but from what I hear from the judge, because I heard the judge's speech about how the jury, were did their due diligence and was attentive, took notes, showed up on time. And this is the way law is. Even if some law doesn't always have to be fair, it just has to be legal. So the way law is, it is like you state your case, and if the evidence is there a certain way, and then you have a jury of your peers. And you know what? That's what happened. He won the case. He was found innocent. So, you know what? I have to say I have to respect the law. I mean, it doesn't have to be fair. It doesn't have to be, well, it has to be fair, but it often isn't fair. Sometimes people win cases that we don't want them to win. And, as long as you know that the jury was doing their due diligence and they did a good job of listening to all sides of things, and even though we may not have agreed with their choices per se, they did a good job because they really did their due diligence. So I don't really know, um, if I was a jury member, how I would pick, because I'm not on the jury. I wasn't on the jury, and the information that they had available to them was different than what we sitting at home had available to us. So my opinion is that they did the best they could with that, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. Law is the way it is. And there's all these rules, and sometimes they make sense and sometimes they don't make sense. And the guy was found innocent. That's what happened. So the one where the guys shot people during a riot. Yeah. So I think what he did was he went out. He thought he was going to be a big man, brought a big long gun, and I think that was reckless. Personally, I think it was reckless for him to go out in the middle of a riot. I don't think he should have done that. But ultimately it's not against the rules to carry a weapon. Okay, you cannot prosecute somebody for murder just for carrying a weapon. So unfortunately that's just the rules. And I know people are like, well, he was looking for trouble because he was carrying a gun and he was whatever. But here's the deal: yes, he was carrying a gun, and that's totally legal to do that, as far as I know. When even if it's not legal to do that, then they need to punish him for carrying a weapon. But, you know, if it's not licensed to him or it's whatever, that's whole separate issue than the fact that he killed some people. So he was out there, and I guess according to them, they were chasing him or something like that. You never want to chase somebody who has a weapon. Like, why are you chasing somebody who has a gun? Why are you and I'm sure he was talking big to them. And yeah, it was ruled self-defense. And I have to say that I guess I'm a little confused about the whole thing. I think that you shouldn't be carrying a big gun into a riot. It's not, you probably shouldn't go into a riot, period. You should stay home. It's dangerous. And, or else but I think he probably knows that now, that you should have probably stayed home. No, I hear the guys that he not that he killed were very big troublemakers who were criminals and stuff. Um yeah, but still, even so, he killed people, but they were supposedly coming after him, apparently. Now, I don't know all the details though. And if I guess if what is being said is correct, that he was being attacked by them, then by these guys, then he's guilty. Like people comparing it to other racial equality things. Like, I know how frustrating it looks, but sometimes law isn't fair. It's just you have this set standard of rules that you have to follow, and that's the way it goes. Sometimes people get off that we don't think should get off. And, and like they're like, "Well, what if that was a black person?" Well, I'm sorry, that it would still be the same kind of rules, and you know what? Like maybe the outcome wouldn't have been fair. Maybe it would have been fair. We don't know. Listen, it's just not law is not always fair. It's just not always fair, and it's not always equal. And there's just certain rules, and they have them a certain way, and and things are hopefully changing as far as being like about equality in matters of law. Like we have work to do in our country, but in this particular case, he went out and he shot and killed people because they were supposedly attacking him. They should not have been attacking him um if he has a big gun. Like it's not a good idea. He was holding the gun for his friend for their 18th birthday. Yeah, so that's a bunch of bullshit, really. Listen, it's sketch as heck, but it's sketchy, and the details, in my opinion, are very confusing. I didn't really follow that, so I can't tell you whether I would, you know, but it is what it is. Like he got found innocent. I did catch parts of it where he was saying they were attacking him and stuff, and I can totally I was happy around that time that people were protesting. I don't really believe riots are a good thing at all. I think that riots shouldn't have happened, but protests were good. I think the protests were good, but the riots were not good because it led to terrible things. But at the same time, people need to speak up when they feel things are unfair. That's what America is about. You should be able to protest, whether, and like, here's the thing is that sometimes when somebody's protesting, people don't like agree with it. And they're like, oh no, like, I don't agree with this. So, they shouldn't protest. They shouldn't. No, here's the thing that even if you disagree with the other side of things, you need to let people peacefully protest. Yeah. So sometimes it's really awful, and like people won't issue a permit for people to protest if they're like from some terrible viewpoint thing I don't want to even say on here. But at the same time, unfortunately, if it's like it's we have to let people protest if it's peaceful. Just it's yeah, that's just the way I feel about it. It's like whether you agree with people or not, you have to let them like protest. I really believe that. If they do the proper things to get the permits and all that stuff, which I think also I don't want to see any barriers to people getting permits for peaceful protest. I think that taxes should pay for any damage should be from the group, but if like for instance like people want to protest, they should be able to do it. It's America. Yeah, so that's just my opinion. And he was whole that guy, I don't know the whole thing, and I have to say I just don't agree with everything there. um it was really weird. And why? I mean, he was looking for trouble. He was looking for trouble, in my opinion. And you know, he was out there with a gun looking for trouble. That's my opinion. Unless he had a really good reason to be out there, like he had an emergency, like he fell down the stairs and he had an injury, and the ambulance couldn't get through, and he was trying to get, but that's not why. Okay. Or some other thing like, oh, I need to go get medication. I forgot my medication. If I don't get it, then I'll get really sick or something from the pharmacy and what. But the pharmacies were probably closed and stuff, like he was out there looking for trouble, trying to be a vigilante like hero, and he bit off more than he could chew, is what my theory is on that. But that's just a theory. I don't know the whole situation. And he shouldn't have been mucking about out there. And should not be carrying a big ass gun if he's not looking for trouble. But I guess if he didn't have the weapon, then he felt unsafe out there because it was a riot and stuff. Well, either way, if you feel unsafe out there, why are you out there? Like, go back home, stay inside. That's what that was supposed to be about. The riots would have been over, in time. They were just going on for until things calm down. And riots don't go on forever unless it becomes a war, in which case, then it's a war, not a riot. There's a difference. So I don't know, the whole thing is just weird. The whole thing is just weird. It's sad. It's sad. Anyway, I think that what they were being even more careful after today. Oh, I think that's why they were being more careful after today. Oh, because of the him finding out, like, recently. Yeah, everybody's pissed off about. It seems like a lot of people are angry about the verdict and stuff, and I don't really think it's a good idea to, like, kill people at all. And that's, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think he probably was being mouthy, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what exactly happened, but it's one thing if you went out there and was minding your own business and then people started kicking up with you. But, like, I don't know. I don't know the whole story. I didn't watch the trial. I can't say whether I agree or just I think it's unfortunate. I think it's sad that those men are, well, one of them is really bad, level 3 supposedly, and I don't know if this is true. They said he was a level 3 child predator person or whatever. I don't know. I don't want to really, like, say words on here. Well, I'm not monetized, so I guess I could say whatever I want. Like, offender. He was offender, and I didn't know what that meant, so I looked it up, and it's very dangerous. A level 3 offender, SEX offender, is somebody who, I guess, apparently is somebody who is very dangerous, and very basically a level 1 offender is somebody who is not likely to offend again. And, like, level 1 sex offender, not likely to offend again. And I guess they um like, they basically, the police know about them or something. Or I don't know if I get this right. No, level 2, apparently a level 2 offender is somebody who might offend again or has a higher likelihood. And then and the police know the stuff about them, in their town, and know they, where do they live and stuff. But level 3 is the worst. Level 3, it involves violence or child or RAPE. So a level 3 is the worst you can be, and the public is allowed to know everything about related to your crime and your very high likelihood of offending again. Even the president didn't think it was innocent. Yeah, but here's the thing about that. Even if somebody thinks that way, he's not on the jury. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's not fair necessarily, but it's just the way law works. And, they have it. Law is like a game, and it's a really screwed up one. It's like there's certain things that have to be in place, and it's like a formula for how things go or are supposed to go. And, like, the jury is the one, and the lawyers get to choose, like, 5, was it 5 jury members each or something? I don't know. I'm learning about all this stuff because I'm interested in about it. But it's complicated. Law is complicated, and even if the president thinks, oh, but he wasn't on the jury the way that things were probably presented by the lawyers were probably so damn convincing that people was like, "Oh, we have to we're probably like, "Oh, we have to let him off," you know? There's not enough, you know what I mean? Like, just where they had proof that he was attacked by the 2 assailants or 3 assailants. Like, how many people did he kill or something? Like, literally, wasn't there one guy who, like, survived or something? I don't even know the whole thing with this trial. So, like, literally, I cannot be like, "Oh, like, I'm on his side or I'm on their side." Like, I'm just saying that this is just the way it happened because, like, of law, and sometimes law is not fair, you know? So even if somebody from the outside is seeing something and saying, "Hey, that doesn't look fair," or whatever, just even if somebody's saying, "Oh, that doesn't look right," like, there's not really much can be done because they're not on the jury. So we can debate about it, which is cool, and I like to talk about different legal matters or, like, find information about legal matters, but, like, for instance, like, sometimes you just can't, you just it's just the way it is, and it's just not fair sometimes. Like, there's this guy right now who is I heard about him, he was on death row since he was, like, a 18-year-old. He is an old grandpa now, and his mom passed away. I think he's in Indiana, hold on. And because of the law and the rules, he's not allowed to leave jail even though he didn't do the crime, and everybody knows he didn't do the crime. And that irks me. That's the most egregious miscarriage of justice, I think, ever, ever. They need to pass new laws in this guy's name and let him the hell out. He didn't even get to see his mother. Like, they kn- they know if he gets out, he should sue them for every single day he sat in jail and get a really nice. He's in a wheelchair now because he's an old man, and he should have a beautiful wheelchair accessible mansion. Yeah, I knew my grandmother and I knew this guy across the street who had a mansion, a wheelchair accessible mansion, because he got a spinal cord injury or something from a car wreck, and they had a massive payout. He really ended up with a mansion with, like, elevators to go up and outside. Oh, like, it was sprawling. And I hate to say it, I was young. I used to watch him out the window with his wheelchair, wheeling himself around, and I just thought about life. I know that sounds really, really awful of me to do that, but I was young and I was curious, and I was curious as to what his life must be like. That he now has all this money, but he can't move very good and stuff. And I just kept thinking about that while I watched him. And I thought, well, money can't bring your legs back, but he has kind of a nice life because as far as the house goes, and he's adapted to his new situation. But, like, I used to think about that when I was young, when I was like 12, you know. Anyway, let me look at this thing here. So this guy, um um so this was recently. Yeah, so I think that that's ridiculous, and I don't think justice is fair sometimes. Like, this is in most times it's not fair. I don't believe in the system. I don't believe in the system. I really don't. Like, when there's situations and you hear about um hold on, I'm trying to find a story. I've been following it, but I don't know. Okay, hold on. This guy, prosecutors call for innocent man's release, but existing law prevents it. Like, this is crazy.
More than 1 or 2 years
Look
longer.
at this.
I really hate that I missed out.
Okay.
Nice but irritating, their excitement can get grating. They're dressed for pastry baking, the progressive family. They're helpful but annoying, they always leave us snoring. Accidents.
I mean, I don't think you can get worse than that. I don't think you can get worse than that situation with law. That's just it's just shocking that situations like this can exist, but it's the law. So they can do whatever they want unless his lawyers find a loophole or something to get him out of there, but there's no reason for them. Like it's shocking because like in this country, slavery has been abolished, yet false imprisonment has not, apparently, in this particular state, because he's innocent. He wants to go home, and because of the system being broken, they wouldn't let him go home to his mom before she passed away. And he wanted that more than anything. I I don't even think any amount of money could bring this guy happiness at all. There's no amount of money or compensation that could pay this guy. His life has been a hell on earth. Can you imagine being on death row for how many years he's been on death row? His whole life has been basically on death row since he was 18, and now he's an old man dying, and they won't even let him out of prison for what? He didn't do the crime. But because some stupid loophole and some laws to keep him behind bars, what kind of country are we? It's disgusting. It's disgusting. The Innocence Project is working on it, but man, they couldn't. He's like, well, I hope to go home for. If you find out somebody is innocent, you should let them go. Like pretty much within 24 hours, you need to contact their family or find a place for them to go, or hook them up with like a cheap studio apartment at the very least, depending on the circumstance, or hook them up with social workers and a studio apartment or HUD or Section 8, and get them going. And then they have time to sue you. Then in the state, they can go ahead and do that and get a decent house. So whatever they had before they were arrested, they can get that back from the state. So like for instance, if they lost everything because they were arrested for, 20 something years, and they owned like a house, a nice car, and all that other crap, then like, the state needs to bump them up on a Section 8 list, find them a place, or HUD, find them a place quickly, then that person is allowed to go ahead and sue the shit out of the state and get a house, get a car, get whatever they need that they had before. Or even also those things, even if, like, for instance, because they need to be compensated for the time that they sat in jail that they were innocent, in my opinion, and they are entitled. They are entitled to those things. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like you should bust your ass and put your ass in gear as in within like an emergency meeting with the social workers at the jail, and get them on medical, get them in an assisted living place, get him like set up like bougie, really, like getting him, make sure, and and also if they are stuck in jail because it's taking time to get these things in place, um you know they should be able to offer them accommodations in on the property, like more of a halfway house, less restriction, like on very light restriction, like you know not like the same thing as other prisoners, because they should not be considered a prisoner or an inmate because like they're innocent. So like he's innocent, they should have his cell door open at all times. He can come and go out of his cell whenever he wants, like have whatever food from the commissary that he wants whenever he's hungry, and start like setting things up like Seriously, like get your ass in gear. Get this guy a place to live. Get this guy all set up and with family. He has family, so it's a different story. But if you have a prisoner and they were innocent and all this other stuff, and you found out they're innocent, you need to pull things together. Pull it together, especially if they were on death row, because like that is a lot of anxiety. That causes health issues to be on that high alert. Like any day you could get murdered by the state for something you did not do. And the state needs to do something about that. Um, they should pay free counseling for life. Um, like therapy for life, as much therapy as the person, the victim wants and needs. Um, free place of living, help to get on disability right away, because of course most of these guys, or supplemental security income, because when you come out you're not going to be able to work. Most of these people are going to be disabled because they've been on death row. Like, can you imagine how that scars somebody, being like on death row, like I'm going to die, for something I didn't do? But what does that do? What is your opinion of humanity after something like that happens? Unless you're a really highly evolved person, very emotionally intelligent, it would be extremely difficult to forgive people and humanity and justice after that sort of thing. I just don't like, what, just they should help these people. Like he should not be sitting there in a jumpsuit at all. It's like if they can't let him out, it's about being humane. Bring him some regular clothes. Get the social worker together. Get him some clothes. Bring him some catalogs to look at. Computer. Give him privileges to talk to his family whenever. All of it. And like keep him from the other inmates so that he can be, unless there's somebody he trusts within the jail, like an inmate that, he's non-violent offender, had done something wrong, non-violent, maybe a white collar crime or something, and then let him, pick if that person's close to being released as well. But they should have he should have many privileges. He should be able to go out on the yard whenever he wants. He should be able to have whatever food he wants. More freedom, more regular clothes, cigarettes if he wants it, like all sorts of stuff. Whatever he wants, he should have privileges to the kitchen so he can make his own food if he wants. Because the thing is, he should not be considered a criminal. He didn't do it. So they need to change things, because he's also going to be into the community soon, and these steps that they need to take so that he's going to be less pissed off, and he'll maybe consider not suing the shit out of the state as much. No, seriously, like it's so bad. And like, what, if they can afford to put him up in a hotel or like an apartment, an inexpensive apartment, until he gets his shit together enough to sue the shit out of the state and get a whole boatload of money for this, they should at least, if they, they should get him a place like immediately. Like it should be like that, like fast, like here's your place. It would almost be better if they just released him like now, as in yesterday. And like if anything ever happened, like have somebody on the job looking for a place for somebody who is they should have a plan. Any inmate that's found innocent, who is going to cost the state like a shit ton of money because they made such a mistake, they should have somebody who works together to to like basically help them get back into the community within at least a week. I think a week is plenty of time and then they should have a state social worker continue to come and follow up. They should be able to pull rank. Like, it's crazy. Like, it just makes me mad. This poor guy, he should not be in jail. Like, but most certainly if he is in jail, make him have him wear comfortable clothes. He should be wearing Nikes, okay, or whatever shoes he wants. Like, what the fuck is with those flip-flop brown things that prisoners wear? Orange jumpsuit. He is not a criminal. He does not need to be wearing that stuff. It's like so ridiculous. Okay, I'm repeating myself when I get angry, but I have an idea. Hold on. Alexa, play Sakura. Is that how you say it? Sakura?
Here's Pure, Sakura Sakura by Hajime Yamane
Okay.
on Amazon Music.
Alexa, turn down the volume. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. All right, here we go. Play. Sakura. I'll listen to it first. I can't do it. It's too like hard. I can't do anything today. I'm sorry. I'll work on it and then play it for you. That's what I'll do. So yeah, I'm having a hard time. I guess it's harder than I thought. I haven't, actually this was something I haven't played in like a really long time. I'm thinking of getting a piccolo, guys, but the price to instruments right now, I'm gonna practice it, okay, and then I'll play it for you. So that's what I'll do. I'll practice it and I'll play it for you later. Because yeah, I don't like making mistakes. It's upsetting. But I saw that song and I thought of you and I want to play it. All right, well, what else was I gonna say? There's like a, oh my gosh, my neck has been so crunchy lately. Yeah, I don't know the whole thing, but he should not have been out there at all. And to be honest, I don't think that guy, I don't know if that guy was, he may have said, hey, I'm going to, he may have thought that he was going to be some sort of vigilante and whatever. But ultimately, ending somebody's, I mean, and I think he learned that, oh shit, it's not fun. And you know what? It's sad that they lost their lives, but shouldn't have been out there. And, and he definitely had to sit in jail, and he had to deal with, his stupid choice to decide to go out into the middle of a riot. Hi. Hi. What are you doing? Let's go check on the paw print decorations I've been making. So I had some special kind of clay stuff that I bought for something and I never used it. It's air dry clay. Decided to make some paws of my animals. This is my service dog. That one. And this is one of my cat, Dory. So they're taking a long time to they're taking kind of a long time to dry, and then I'm gonna put, the reason they're in here is that Dory will try to eat them if they're not in there, because that's the kind of cat she is, and she likes to eat everything and stuff. So I'm putting this in here, taking this out. Yeah. Really? Hey, how are you? So we went to the park, and a pit bull wanted to bite me. He growled at me, and it was concerning. The pit bull was growling at, basically everything, including Olivia. And she was like, Olivia Kell, like, holy cow, I'm going to stay away from this one. And all the dogs were just like leaving him alone. But when he growled at me, that's good. Is she coming home yet? When's she coming home? This stuff here is one of my favorite drinks. Tropicana Pina Colada. I don't drink alcohol. It's non-alcoholic. It's very good. I like it instead of orange juice, because orange juice gives me heartburn. Hey! Aw, hi! Look at you, pretty girl. I love you. Wow. Hi. Aren't you a pretty girl? You are. I love you, Dory. Dory. Hi. Aw. Hi. Look at the pretty one. Oh, Dorito chip ears. Right. Dory Dorito. Dory Dorito. You got some paint on you. Yeah. Yes. She's cute. All right, well, I think I'm going to go. I'm going to try to watch something. There's the new episodes of Tiger King. I've been trying to watch them, but they're so depressing, you know. And they're so depressing. I don't know if I can handle it, actually. The whole thing is just ridiculous. Pat won't even watch it. He's like, I'm not watching that. These people are terrible. And I'm like, yeah, they are. I don't like Carol Baskins at all because she's an awful person. She like got all these cats and she has all these volunteers and she doesn't even thank she's like, "Oh, thank you." Like she doesn't know who these people are. She made her place into like a rescue tiger place, but she's doing exactly what Joe Exotic was doing. And she was acquiring cats from people who didn't want them anymore. And then she was like, or couldn't take care of them anymore. Then she was like, you know, using volunteers to take care of them all for free. And I don't understand how she thinks she's so much better than Joe Exotic at all. Like she's not. And he's kind of an armpit of a human being. Although I have to say, he does have some musical talent. Because Carol Baskins doesn't. And Joe Exotic does. Actually, both of them like to sing about the tigers and it's their shtick. I think the reason why they had a problem with each other is because they're just so similar. You know what I mean? She's just jealous of Joe for what he got going. And then she went ahead and did it better than him. Like she figured out how to exploit people more fully. I mean, I'm not saying volunteers are being exploited. They're choosing to like do things for free. But like the way she does seem to exploit them, by mucking around with their heads, by having these level systems of these t-shirts. And once you get to the top, you can work with the cats one-on-one. And, but she doesn't even know who these people are. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, what is problem with her? Like when you have volunteers every day, you need to go out and thank your volunteers every day. Like that, you don't be like entitled like, "Oh, wow, they're helping and that's good." Like no, you need to say like just do a run through. Like every day just go through all of the areas and just walk around your property and just find all your volunteers and say thank you for your help today, or how are you doing, or just listen to them, or just say hello. I just wanted to say hi. Things are really busy today, so but I just wanted to say how grateful we are that you're here. And every day you should do that, because people need to know that you appreciate them when they're helping. And that's all they want. They want to be recognized as somebody who matters to you, to the organization. And and if you find out somebody did up a level, like, wow, it's been a year, I just wanted to give you this award, or wow, I can't believe it's been a year. Remember when you first started? I have this picture of when you first started. Like, congratulations on that. We're so excited that you've been here for a year, blah blah blah. Like, and you should have your lunch hour with the volunteers, unless you have to regroup or something. But it's really important to connect with those people because they're doing it for you and for the animals, and they believe in your vision. And you have to be thankful for that. I don't get this. I don't expect people to um wipe everybody's ass, but like if somebody's working their butt off for your organization for free, you really at least need to recognize their efforts by just saying thank you and being personable with them. She's just such a bitch. I mean, I'm autistic slightly, and I know that. Even I know that. Even I know, like, this is, you have to be friendly and personable, even if you don't want to be, even if it makes you uncomfortable, because people working to help you, and that's kind. You have to show kindness in return. Like, I don't even understand this. Oh, on the first week of December. That's cool. So she'll be back soon. She's been there for a while, like a long time. So I'm gonna go watch Tiger King, and you guys can watch it. Just watch out for Carol Baskins. She's a super bitch. She's a wicked bad Karen, and Joe Exotic is rough around that. He's an anti-hero. I would say Joe Exotic is an anti-hero. Most everybody in Joe Exotic is an anti-hero, for sure. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye, everybody.